Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Wolak. I'm here each and every day, 8 a.m. We explore life together. Yes, you and I and all the other people joining us, we explore life together. Because what we understand is that together we have a greater power. We can question differently. We can ask different things. We can look at things from different perspectives. Our interactions cause us to, our interactions cause us to have life in such a different way that we could never have if we were not interacting with each other. So know that being a part of a community, being a part of a group of people has a tremendous impact on our lives. And so I want to share and I want to talk about the idea of when we freely share without expectation of something coming in return, that's love. But when we share and we expect something, that's not love, because there's a message we're sending to the universe. When we say, I expect something in return, you're saying to the universe, I'm missing something. I'm not complete as I am. Isn't that interesting? When you say, I need something, you're saying to the universe, I'm not complete as I am. And the universe is saying, wait a second. Yes, you are complete as you are. Don't you get it? That's the greatest lie we've bought into, is that we're not complete. We think we're not because the ego wants us to always have something more than we have. Hey, it's okay to get more stuff. It's okay to have new experiences, but let's not be attached to it. Here's a key thing in relationships. Let's not be dependent on a person. Think about how unfair that is, to become dependent on someone. My God, what pressure are we putting on them to get dependent? They're dependent on us. My God, I don't want that pressure. I don't want my wife dependent on me. I don't want to be dependent on my wife. I don't want to be dependent on anyone. I want to share. You notice how sharing is different than depending? But how many of you are out there and are in relationships of any sort, and you depend on that other person? You depend on them for your happiness. Do you depend on them for your welfare? Do you depend on them to lead you in a specific direction? Question I would ask is, why do that when only you know what's right for you? Only you know. Only you know what's right for you. I listen to so many people tell me, well, this is how you got to be a minister. This is how you got to do this. This is how you got to do that. This is how you should be in a relationship. Da, 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 da. You know what? They don't know Lee. How can they know what's right for Lee then? Only Lee can know that. And what Lee has to do is Lee has to take time to pause, reflect, and make a determination what's in Lee's highest interest to be more so he can share more. Did you see that? Did you catch that, everyone? To be more, to share more. That's why I love growing. That's why I study the way I do. That's why I talk to people from all realms of life to get more and more experience of life, so I have more to share with you. The more I can share with you, I might open you up to you questioning life differently. And if you do that, you might find a greater expression of yourself. See, in order to want freedom, you give freedom to others. You get that? You can't be free if you don't let everyone else in your life that you're in relationship be free. This is where the Buddha talked about attachment. We're so attached to people delivering to us things so that we can feel better about ourselves. And we get those things, and very shortly afterwards, we're looking for something more, because a thing cannot fulfill us. Only an inner realization can fill us. Did you hear that? An inner realization of truth can heal us. So I love that I've got one person from Oregon, one person from Indiana checking in. I've got, I know I've got people from all over, but not a lot of people are putting down where they're calling from. They're good morning me. I got South Carolina. Yeah, this depending thing is big, isn't it? Isn't that why why there's a whole industry out there talking about codependent relationships? Isn't that one of the latest big words out there? I'm in a relationship. Yeah, but it's codependent. I got to fix it. You know how you fix a codependent relationship? You stop depending. You don't go about chasing others. No. You stop depending on others. That's how you change a codependent relationship, because you can't do anything with another person. That's the illusion. That's what psychology tries to get you to buy into. You can change someone. No, you friggin' can't. Let's go to marriage counseling. You change here, you change there. No. Marriage counseling never works. Not that I've seen. Here's what happens. Coach someone to become a greater expression of themselves. Coach someone to be independent. Coach someone that they're perfect and whole as they are. And when they realize they're perfect and whole as they are, they self-love, their self-worth goes up, and the universe gives them more of what they desire because they're worthy. But if you're dependent, you're telling the universe, I'm not worthy. I hope I'm rocking some of your boats, because that's my job. My job is to question. Well, let me put it this way. I've determined what my job description is. You see, that's the beauty of life. We can determine our own job description. My job description, the way I see it, I teach a practical spirituality. That practical spirituality centers on greater self-love through conscious living. I do that by asking questions. I ask questions. If you're in class with me, let me tell you, classes in the last 6 months have changed with me, because we don't just go over material. I don't even go over material. I ask questions. I ask each individual in the class questions, because if they can answer the question and understand the answer, then they're going to advance. They're going to progress. But if you just do the normal class where you're not, people say at first when they're in the class, they go, God, that's a lot of pressure. No, it's not. The answers to questions are pretty simple. We've just tuned out. We've just tuned out and we don't accept that we know the answer. Well, here's the key thing. If we're all part of one, and there's one mind, and your mind and my mind are part of that one, then all wisdom is available to us. It's just a matter of whether or not we're tapped into it, and are we willing to receive the answer we are seeking? See, the question we should ask ourselves is the one we tend to ask others. What do you think's best for me? What should I do next? What should happen now? No, don't ask others that. You don't need to go to a psychic. The greatest psychic in your life is you, because you're tapped into infinite mind, which knows you better than anyone can ever know you. So why would you go outside for that? Why would you depend on a psychic for your answers? Now, that may press some of your buttons. Don't really care. Are you getting that right now? I don't care. But I'm caring, because I would love to see you all grow in your advancement. Because here's what I know. Right now, the world needs greater awareness. The world needs to move up in the level of consciousness and awareness and become more and more and more centered in love. What I do is to try to bring more and more love into awareness so it can be expressed and that consciousness can raise itself. That's what I do. That's what I do my best at, let's put it that way. How can I raise the awareness that we are individual, whole, and perfect as we are, and that the answers we need and desire are all within us? And how can I help people see their truth, their magnificence? And the way that I've determined is I ask questions. Here's the other thing that I do. I do my best to live what I talk. I want you to know I'm not a saint. I'm not a guru. I'm an individual just like you. My life purpose is to teach. My life purpose is to learn. I'm both the student and the teacher. So as I express to you, I also learn through you. That's when you understand that there's a balance in life and you don't set yourself apart from others because we're all one. We are all one. And the experience of oneness is the experience of love. So today I say to you, go be you. It's enough. It's perfect. And listen to that inner wisdom inside because it will never let you down. So go create your great day and know that I love you and I accept you just like you are. Aloha, everyone.